Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my corner of the internet. My name, once again, is Jason, and today we're going to be playing some more Elder Scrolls Arena. Last time we heard some very cryptic things, or some maybe I should say some creepier things. Fire demon. Warning: this garden is extremely dangerous. Hold on. I've never seen this thing before. All right, let's show it how we shoot fireballs in Tamriel. Anyways, last time we were walking around this the Crystal Tower, and oh, there's a set of stairs going up. The Crystal Tower, and we were looking for the next piece of the Staff of Chaos, we ended up in this really awesome area called the bestiary. I believe that's where they were storing different creatures and such for experimentation, I'm assuming. But anyways, today we are going to continue our exploration. I just ended up using a steel key, and I believe actually I just lost both of my keys that I was carrying because it's Elder Scrolls. It's going to be buggy. Medusa, warning, gaze attack. Do not stare. This has got me intrigued. And you're not going to let me open it. Alright, well, let's go ahead and cast Steve on the door. And see this Medusa. She can't see me, though. Aw, what a pity. You are... This is actually kind of cool. I haven't seen... I haven't seen some of these new monsters before. I wish actually I should have got a. If the friggin' Damon hadn't been shooting at me, I probably would have gone in for a closer look as well. Nukem Dukem robot. Zoip. What? Okay, the Medusa held up against the Nukem Dukem robot. She did. Well, that tells me that I need to up my game before I get to Jagar Tharn. Wow. Alright then. Let's see, what else do we have in here? This is cool. I'm seeing all kinds of creatures and things that I haven't seen before. I'll get to those stairs in a bit, but right now I'm just like, oh man. What do we have here? Is this another Medusa? Yeah, it's another one. Maybe it was just an unlucky roll. Let's see if I can one-shot you this time. No. So I'm going to need a new heavy-duty spell to take on some of these creatures. Just sitting in the cell with a claymore, though. Yeah. That sounds totally legit. Okay, what's in here? Alright, I was able to just lockpick that one. So yeah, this time here we're gonna continue exploring. I just want to see the different monsters they've got captured, and then we're gonna go up the stairs and hopefully find the next piece of the Staff of Chaos. Provided they don't move it on me again. Or wait, that was a different dungeon they were moving things around in. No wait, no, yes, maybe. Anyways, homunculus. Yeah, we're already familiar with this one. But there's loot, so... Oh, it sounded like really close. So I thought there was actually something behind me, but I don't think Arena has directional sounds. So I guess that was a little bit misleading there. All right, let's run back to the Damon's room. Now, it's actually interesting that they said Damon. I don't believe in any of the future games they actually have demons. Pretty much, they're all replaced by like Daedra, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's go ahead and save the game because something's bound to jump out and kill me. Let's go ahead and go with Alexis working. There we go. I'll make sure I'm still invisible, able to absorb spells. Yes, we're good. All right. Oh man, I have not heard that sound in a. Actually, it hasn't been that long, but. I'm remembering, like, what was it, the Fortress of Ice? Yeah, that's an ice wolf. Totally an ice wolf. Where are you, ice wolf? There you are. I like that you can kind of, we'll say, prepare yourself for what's coming based on the sounds you hear. It's like, I hear something. It sounds like, yep, ice wolves. Is there only the two? The snow wolf has nothing usable. What, no claymores? I always love that about RPGs. How they, some of the stuff that you pick up or enemies would drop, it was just so ridiculous. Like, I loved, okay. I can't pick up that mark. And I know that I've got to play, yeah, this here. And I know I can probably get more money for the mark than I can for that, chess piece. So we'll go ahead and grab the mark. And I head through this door. But yeah, like Diablo was actually, I loved it. That, especially like Diablo 2, you'd like move over this small little rock and there was like a spring-loaded, like, two-handed sword just comes flying out and just lands next to you. And that was just awesome. I loved how, I just love how, like, old RPGs were really, they were just goofy with loot. Like, what, a giant spider or a wolf? Yeah. Yeah, there's a flail in there. Like, what? Why is there a flail? Like, you could always say, well, the previous person that had it tangled with, you know, the wolf just happened to have a claymore on them. But it's like, are you telling me that the wolf not only ate the person, but ate the claymore whole? And then, while it was attacking me, it did not accidentally stab itself. Are you serious? Love it. Love classic RPG logic. So much fun. You know, and it's like, I don't know, there's something about, maybe it's because it's the type of games that I grew up on, and this is, I'm being careful here because I don't want this to degrade into another, old games are better than new games thing, which I tend to do a lot, even though that's not exactly what I'm trying to say. I guess maybe I'm just kind of trying to let my bias through there. But anyways, I think because of the types of games I've played, or, I don't know, something, I like it when games are more unrealistic. If I wanted realism, you know, well, I am living, so I'd go outside, you know? But, let's see, what am I? Nukem Dukem Robot. Seriously? 2 hits for that. I'm wondering if enemies leveled up with me. Okay, my inventory's full. Can't loot anymore. Let's just keep going. 2 normal wolves. But yeah, you know, it's based on the. I like things that are unrealistic. I don't know. It's to me. I find when things try to be too realistic, you start to make compromises on game mechanics for the sake of realism, and that's cool for some things. Like, it's kind of funny because. On the one hand, I like super unrealistic. I like things like, you know, classic shooters like Serious Sam, where you can carry, or Doom, where you can carry every weapon that you've picked up on you in like hundreds of rounds of ammunition, or Arena, or Diablo, where you're basically pulling swords out of dead animals. But on the other hand, I absolutely love Arma, and that realism is something that really draws me to it. So, like, I like both, but I find more games. I think it's the balance. If we had just as many unrealistic games as we have realistic games, which we actually do, I'm just letting my bias show, the world would be a better place. But yes, I'm aware that plenty of games are not realistic. I think, actually, you know what? This is probably the disclaimer I should have said a long time ago. When I make my comments, I am typically referring to AAA titles. You know, the real mainstream games. And, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to drop this all together because I'm like, but then again, Call of Duty is one of those popular mainstream games that's totally not realistic in any way. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Different topic. We're going to choose a different topic here. You know, I really should prepare a list beforehand of topics of discussion. You know, before I start recording. I used to do that, but I stopped running out of things. I started running out of things to say, and when my basement flooded, that just threw my whole routine out of whack. So I'm kind of trying to get myself back to where I was, you know, as far as routine and everything goes. Come on, one shot, one shot. There we go. I've really got to find out if enemies level with you in this game, because that would really suck. Oh no, it's taken me 2 shots. These things didn't take me 2 shots before. But then again, it might just be the dungeon itself. I have to consider that, because enemies have levels as well, right? Like in future Elder Scrolls games, there's many different, you know, different types of creatures, but they all have different levels to consider as well. Like, I remember playing with, like I said before, Morrowind is definitely my most played Elder Scrolls game to date, and I used to play a lot with the editor as well. And you know, using the editor, you know, you're able to create all sorts of creatures, and even the creatures, the animals, like the monsters, you know, you could go ahead and level. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume that, you know, the same thing applies here. That while there are some enemies that are maybe more powerful than others, just by nature, it's also very likely that, wow, these things are like everywhere. It's also very likely that they all have you know, individual levels as well. All right, let's go Zoip, and then we'll Zoip you as well. You know, I would actually have to say that it's kind of funny, because I'm a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls series, and but yet, we'll say my experience with the games is actually fairly limited to basically 2 titles. My 2 most played Elder Scrolls games are Morrowind and I guess I could say officially Arena. When I was, let me see, yeah, Arena, I made it the farthest. Actually, I could probably say I made it farther in the main quest of Arena than I have in Morrowind. I've spent hundreds of hours in Morrowind, and I've never completed the main quest. Yet, you know, despite it being my favorite game of all time, I just enjoyed getting lost in the world. And you know, whoa! I think Absorbo's still on, but my invisibility wore off. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recast Absorbo while he's shooting spells at me. And now I'm going to cast, while the spells are traveling to me, sneaky peeky like. So they still hit me and I still fill up. I'm so clever. But yeah, it's not fair to, we'll say, you know, just because you haven't beat the game doesn't mean you can't call it your favorite. It's ultimately, you know, amount of time spent, and it's like I said, it's a game I've definitely spent a large chunk of time in. And then Arena, I would say even time-wise, I've spent more time with Arena, because this is not my first time playing the game. I didn't finish it before. I did a lot of, you know, just side questing and just fooling around. I used to, before going to bed, I'd have my laptop, and I'd just, yeah, let's load up Arena and just go ahead and clear some random dungeons. I just enjoyed clearing dungeons. It was, you know, I'm weird like that. So, yeah, Arena, I would say, is now officially my second most played Elder Scrolls game. Skyrim, let me see, in Skyrim, I made it to level 14, and on one character, and then stopped playing, basically. What is that sound? Let's save the game. Let me see. Oblivion, I made it to level 16 or 18, and then I got frustrated and stopped playing because it had gotten too difficult. See, I'm not the type of player who normally tries to find winning combinations to become the most powerful. You know, I don't try to min-max things. I like to roleplay things, right? So, I was making a character that was, a little bit more casual about things. You know, I tried to play things more realistically. Like, I was, okay, I need to live, and I'm going for this, and I didn't want to use some of the, what is those, Oblivion stones. I can't remember the name. Sorry. I didn't want to use them because I thought they looked cool, so I'd put them display them in my home. And this door looks important. Let's save. And you know that the game doesn't reward that with its leveling system. So I got frustrated and stopped playing that. And Daggerfall I've played the least out of any of them, getting to maybe level 2. Alright, so to enter within, thou must find the meaning of this passage. In a marble hall as white as milk, lined with skin as soft as silk, within a fountain crystal clear, a golden apple doth appear. No doors there are to this stronghold, yet thieves break in to steal the gold. What is thy answer? Okay, the meaning of this passage. Okay, in a marble hall as white as milk, lined with skin as soft as silk, within a fountain crystal clear, a golden apple doth appear. No doors there are to the stronghold, yet thieves break in to steal the gold. Lined with skin. It's an apple. No, it says a golden apple doth appear. Because I was thinking, well, like the outer layer, you know, it's white, and then the skin is soft, and then but then it says within a fountain crystal clear. And then the golden apple. It says apple, so I'm assuming that's not the answer. I was thinking like the seed, an apple seed, but no doors break in to steal the gold. So someone opens something up to get something in a marble hall as white as milk. So something white with skin. I'm assuming it's like a fruit or something. Within a fountain crystal clear. A golden apple doth appear. I don't know what the answer to this one is. Let me see. Outdoors. I don't have an answer. You want to know why? Because my time's up. So what I'm going to try is I'm actually going to try the skeleton's key on this door. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to spend the time between this episode and the next episode thinking about the answer. So my answer is nothing. Too quick with thy answer. Think and try again. Or let's try using the skeleton's key. I have a great big grin on my face. Okay, I'm gonna save the game here. We'll save it as working too, just because I want to see if I can figure out the riddle as well. Yeah. And there's the next piece of the Staff of Chaos. So, next episode, we're actually going to go up and grab the piece. But until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.